Hi friends, welcome to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. I hope you are doing well, my friends. I hope you're enjoying all your moments. I am working on Valentine stuff today, so I'm totally enjoying some moments here. These are for all the kids. I have 29 kids that I'll be making these for. I always like to make one extra for me, and then I'm going to be working on Jason's Valentine as well. I feel safe to do it all because Jason does not really watch the channel unless I'm asking him to watch certain things. Although that's what he says, so I really don't know. Maybe he does sometimes. Anyhow, what I grabbed here are some casualties. These were papers that I've been doing a lot of dyeing. Been doing a lot of paper dyeing, and so these are some of the colors I've been doing. I think I'm missing one or two of the colors from my stash here, and they're casualties. So this is casualty. This is really pretty purple. I think the color is actually violet, and so casualty there, and then I had some more some of the pinks coming on that one. Casualty corner. Casualty. I legit just tore this one when I pulled it up. And then let's see, why are these casualties? Oh my gosh, because when I was moving my purple papers out of the way, I didn't realize that I didn't have my gloves on, so I didn't realize I had that all over my fingers. And so look at, I have finger spots everywhere. So of course I'm not selling those. I'm not going to be selling my fingerprints. At least not right now, you know. I mean, that's a whole nother series. Maybe even another channel. But so these are the pink ones. So anyways, those are my casualties for the pinks. And then these casualties, why are these casualties? Oh, I feel like this still could be good, but that's kind of I wanted some different colors here to play with that I can rip up and not care about. So I pulled these as my casualties. Sometimes that still happens on the good ones as well, but I needed at least a couple of these. Why is this one casualty? Because one white spot. I mean, I have them with white spots, but not just like one little tiny white spot. How crazy is that? So those are my blue casualties. And this one, this is a really pretty, I don't know if it comes up really good on the camera, but this color is, what's it called? I was surprised that it came out blue. I can't remember what the color was called, but it was such a beautiful, and when I pulled it, I was like, wow, it really looks like a denim blue, but that's not the color that it was. This one, this was just something I was sopping up some ink water with, and this one is, oh, see, same thing, kind of a casualty. This is called Tropical Teal, I believe. Anyways, so, and that first one is, I can't remember what it's called. It's a really super light. This is the lightest pink. The color is so light when I'm doing it. I thought for sure I was not going to like it. I would say if you were not doing avocado dyeing, but you want that really light pink, this would be the pink. I'll try to remember to put the colors that I used that I'm showing you here in the description box, but I will have some for sale, and I will have the correct color on that as well. But the super light pink is cannot remember what it's called. There's so many different shades. But anyway, so I grabbed some of those to use for the kids. I thought it'd be kind of fun to use on their Valentines. And I'm trying to keep things as super simple as possible. I actually ordered a Valentine from a different YouTube live sale that I was on, and unfortunately, I'm not sure. I don't know if my order, I don't know what happened. I never got an invoice for it. At this point in time, I mean, maybe by the time this video airs, I will have gotten the invoice, but even if I got it, I won't have time to create the Valentine. So I'm not a same day maker. I try not to be. I guess I can't say I'm not, because I'm sure I have done that before. But anyways, this is, I have this one that I bought from Maddie, so I can use this. And then I also, look, I have this Valentine that was handmade by Sean at Recycled Messages, and she sent this to me. So I'm going to incorporate some stuff because Jason deserves to have more than one, but isn't that going to be cute? And I got to figure out what to do here. I also have my stack of cards here that I pick up, and I find, I buy them at the store, and then I also, pick them up at estate sales and things like that. And let's see. Okay, so I did grab this one recently at the Dollar General because I wasn't sure I was going to have the Valentine in time. But I much prefer handmade Valentines or handmade cards. when I can. But I think that might be cute in here. So yeah, I think he's going to work out in there. I like the saying here for Jason. So I think those two are going to go together. And then he's going to get a secondary one. And I think I'm going to do a little something special inside this one. Because this one is handmade, you know, and I love it. So we'll put those together for Valentine. And then what are these? Make sure I don't have any more Valentine stuff in here. Anniversary. It's dirty, so I think this is the card. Oh no, this is a card somebody else. I love you, and it's already somebody else. I like the pictures in there though, and I like the sayings. So I thought maybe I'll use that. And then thinking of you. Oh, that's just a card in my stash. That doesn't go in here. Let's see, we have that. And then this one. I love this one. I love the velvety birds. I think I bought this one. I think this is the one that goes with this envelope here. Nope, I didn't buy this one either. I don't know what I bought and what I didn't buy. This was a card that I got in a stash that I had purchased from an estate sale, it looks like, because it has a sign, somebody's signature in here. But I can still use all of this, and then I can put something else over her name and make it my own and put it in an envelope. What is this for, though? I hope to, I thank God for a husband like you. Is this an anniversary? Yeah, happy anniversary. So, our anniversary, we're actually going to be on that cruise. And so, I have to have my card made, and then I'm going to have it put away in my suitcase right away so that I don't forget it. And then these, I think I picked all these up on the same day just to have them, because sometimes, you know, I just forget what I have. I forget to have the card. This is a Father's Day card. That's a little bit in the future here. And then this is a birthday. His birthday's in April, so but I don't love the card itself, so we'll see. Anyways, this is not what this video is. Okay, I have to keep this one out to work on, to remember, and then some letters that I kept when I was selling the letters. I kept, I think, a J, S, and W for us. Okay. All right, sidetrack city here, as usual. Anyhow, I had, let me open this up really quick. All right, got them out of the package. I think I counted, the last time I counted, I had fussy cut about 170 or 175 of these little hearts out of some scrapbooking paper. And what I want to do is I want to do something really simple, well, as simple as I possibly can make it for the kids for Valentine's Day this year. And I'm just going to take the hearts. I think I showed you guys this a little bit on something. Like, I'm just going to stagger them. And I was thinking about stitching down the whole middle of it. I'm going to make one for myself, and I'll see if I like that. This is just really, this is scrapbooking paper. This is lightweight cardstock. And my plan is to make them like a little bookmark. So I'm cutting these, my very lightweight cardstock. I wish I had heavier, but I don't. And I'm going to round the corners. Let me see. Let me grab a rounding thingamajigger. I'm going to do a deep round. I want a really, the biggest rounding part that I can get. Anyhow, I'm just simply going to layer these and then try to figure out like with the designs and stuff and the colors. And then I'm going to create like just a little bookmark. These kids are going to have so many bookmarks by the time they're 18. I'll have some sort of a bookmark. And I was telling Jason what I'll do. I haven't bought their Valentine candy yet because I can't pre-buy it because I'll eat it. I will. So what I want to do is get these made and then take one with me to the store, that's what I do sometimes. I'll go to the Dollarama in Canada, and then I'll take one of these with me, and I'll figure out what candy will fit on the back of it. And I think I'll do that. And I may get small candies where I just put them like, you know, a few little candies on the back side of it. That will be their Valentine. And then I just need to make like a little keeper for it so that I can write on it, or maybe at the bottom of it or on the side of it I'll write Happy Valentine's Day. It'll be super simple this year, and I think for years going forward, because you know, it's just I have to make it easy. Oh my gosh, I had to pause the video for a moment, I had a call come in, but I did get some stuff caught up here. And so I cut my cardstock down 1.5 inch strips, and then I cut them in half, so there's 6 inches by 1.5 inches. And now I can move that out of my way, and work on this. I did grab some other scrapbooking papers, and these are cardstock back here. I don't think I'm going to use those. The colors don't match. These ones do not. Move those out, but all of these bright colors seem to look okay. Not sure about this, but I don't really know what I'm going to do to make the little keeper. I have, you know, I have lots to choose from. So let's see. I want to put something down that doesn't bother my eyes so much, to look at a big pattern. Like sometimes this makes me a little dizzy. This is more calming. This one's more calming. I had put together all these packs and forgot to put them in my sale. And so I'm going to use them because my next sale won't be until after Valentine's Day. And so I thought, do I save them for next year? No. You are in the middle of cleaning out your stash and downsizing everything. So you cannot keep things in your stash, lady. Not like this. Not like this. Not when I already have so much and I already have a Valentine stash. All right. So I know by counting all of these these hearts out, and then dividing them, I'm gonna be able to do 5. I may have a few left over, but I can do 5 hearts per thing. And I do want them to be mixed up in colors. So the best thing that I can do is separate my colors, because what'll happen is as I get to the end, it's easy just to grab different ones as I'm going, but when I get down to the end, then I'm like, oh no, I only have like that many left of, you know, it's all that one color. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to put the pink hearts, and those are like pink hearts. That's definitely not pink. That's green and black. So I have hearts and polka dots, and then up here, polka dots. So I'm just going to separate these all out into piles, and that way I can grab them. And it doesn't bother me to have all the colors mixed in for all the kids. I think I'm just going to do that. They'll all get blue, pink. I don't think there's any purple, blue, pink, green, and red. And then, are these the same? They're kind of the same. They're just in a different spot. So there's those ones and those ones. Also, oh, you know what I think I'm going to do? Okay, now that I'm seeing that, I'm going to keep them in piles of like blue, green, and then pink, and then red, because, which they can't all sit here, but that'll also help me to remember to pull from all the piles down the line. And then, so part of me was like, when I was saying earlier, I was going to stitch down it. I was going to put, so I'm going to obviously put a little bit of glue on them, and then to hold them down. And then I was going to stitch down, and see, here's my solid one. So I do have some that are solid. So the 5th one on all of them is going to be a solid color. So depending on how I lay these out, I might use this one like right in the middle. I think that'd be the best thing. And then maybe I can write their name on the solid one. So the only way I'm going to get 5 anyways is by using a solid one, and I have a few different colors. So if I plan this out good enough, then it should work. Look at, see these, this is different than that one. So I may like put things that are super similar together. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, you know how it goes. Like, I'm going to over organize this, and then I will, and then I'll start putting them together. I think I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part, and if I remember, I'll drop in some music. I don't usually remember, and if that's the case, I will just fast forward and probably cut a big chunk of this out, my friends. All right, that's a lot of hearts, but I can see, you know, I just got to be, I guess, kind of careful. So I don't want them lined up in the same type of pattern, and I do want them to be pulled. So what's the best case scenario for the way my brain works? I'm thinking, like, I feel like that's like small pattern. So let's switch this one out for a, actually, let's switch this one that way, and then we will do these ones. I'm going to put these ones underneath because make that pile a little bit bigger, and we'll get from those to those, and then we'll do that and that like that. And then we'll do the flowers. There's quite a bit of these blue ones up here. These ones, not so much. I'm probably overthinking this, but that is the way it goes sometimes. There we go. All right, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll just do a few of those. And then this is the way I set it up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll just make these little piles. I have to do 29, so maybe I'll do like 4 of these like this. And I like, another thing I always try to do is I try to make sure every household, the largest household of kids is 4 kids in one household, and the rest have less than 4. So if I focus on making sure I always have at least 4 different ones for the household, then I know every household, every kid will get slightly different in their thing. So I do try to figure that all out as I'm making my stuff. So there I have, those are all the same. So now I'm going to switch it up, and I'll do another one here with some different things. And then there's 4 here. 2. Oh my gosh. Let's see how many I can get here. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay, there's 4 of those. Now, let's change gears and do something different here. This one, I don't have enough red, so I'm going to take these reds and put them over here, and then we're going to go down this line. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I'm going to put on the bottom so I know it's different. I think what I'm going to do is just put a different color on top of each one so I know they're different instead of... That's fine. Whatever you're doing, Sandra. Just stay with it. Somebody's probably like, oh my gosh, somebody help her. Somebody reach out there and help her. I'm going to move these up so I have... Did I count these right? I have 4, 8, 12, 16. All right, right here, 16. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 16. And I should probably then put them on here so I don't get mixed up, and then I can make another set of, well, it would be 15. No, it would be 14 that I would need to make. So let's move these out. And then I'm going to go ahead. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the big thing here. I'm going to round it off here. And I did these at 6 inches because I'm not really sure. They may end up being 4. So let me do that really quick and see. Get my little pieces off. Let's see if we put that down. And we take a little stack, and then I just want to put the hearts kind of like, I want them to all touch somewhat. Maybe not right there. I'll let that one come down because I'm going to put that blank one. And so it could be the blue or the green one in the middle there. And we'll put that one like that. And then that would have their name on it. I think that's good. Is that too far away? I could always just put them in like this, and then I can do like a little string. I made them wide enough so I can fit all the hearts on there. I could just do that. And then I could tie, I could do this, and then I could stitch down each one like they're on a string. You know, I think that will honestly be the easiest way when it's all done. I can glue these down just in the middle so that they kind of have some give. They move around a little bit. But will that be a pain in the butt later on when they try to use these as bookmarks and their hearts are like trying to come off because it's just paper? Yeah, all right. Talking it through with you. I'm going to glue them fully down, and I'm going to do them like this. And then if I have time, I'm going to sew them. If I don't have time, I'm going to just hand draw some little lines in there. But I realize I just took off the part where I'm going to put or love Opa and Bella or love Auntie and Uncle, because these hearts are tiny. However, I do have a really tiny pen that I just got. One second. I just recently got this with my journal. from Maddie, and so I think this might work. I need to grab a small heart. Let's see, what can I use? What can I use? I have some, this one wasn't 1.5 inches. Let me see if I can grab a heart and about that shape, that size, and see. I think that's close. Is that close? It's close enough. It's smaller actually, so that's even better. So let's see. If I just wrote their name, so grandkid. So I might have to, like, depending on how long, I'll get their name on there. So like, who's the longest name? I usually use the longest name. That's actually a grandniece. So let's put Lorianne. Okay, if I can fit the longest name on there, and then we would put love Auntie, or put Aunt Sandra. See, it's a lot to write, and Uncle Jason. And then the year would be 2026. I feel like it's self-explanatory that it's Valentine's Day, but I don't want to put this. I feel like I could put that on there. I could put Happy Valentines, Lorianne, love, Uncle and Auntie, or I think I'd be 2026 happy. I don't know. I could also, let's just work this out for a minute because I don't really know what I want to do. And I want something that's that same size. So let me just do this. Okay, whoops. Let me get a more truer shape, size. Okay, pen. So if I was really gonna write on this heart, you know, I want to write all those things. So I don't know. Happy Valentines. Lorianne. Love. Oh my gosh. Aunt. Yeah, that's just too much. And Uncle Jason. I mean, like, pretty soon it's just going to be dots. All right. New plan. Now, I said I was going to, I think what I want to do is put Happy Valentine's Day, Lorianne, and the year. That's what I want to put on there. So let's turn that over. I think that's what I'm going to put on the heart. It's going to say, you know, Happy Valentine's Day, child. I know I can fit Lorianne on there, and then down here I'll put 2026, or up the side, or over the around the edge, or something like that. It'll be 2026. I can even write 2026 on here. It doesn't have to be on there, right? Okay, that's perfect. Then get my little hearts over here to the side. I know everybody's saying, probably thinking, you can put it on the back, Sandra, but the back is where I was going to put the candy. So maybe what I'll do is I will just put on the back, love. I can even type it. I think I have extra here. This one technically isn't the right size, but let's just pretend. Let's just pretend. I know I'm going to do them at a 6-incher. 6 inches. 6 inches is the magic inches. I think it works good. I think it works good for their books. So, oh no, which one's, it's the lightweight. Lightweight mean not, it's not quite 1.5 inches. That's the one that goes over there. This is my fake one. And then if I rounded my corners, and then I have, and like I said, I have no idea what kind of candy I'm getting. So this could even, the back could even change to something different. We don't know. So this is my, first let me put this on here. This is the sample. And I'm going to put it right there because I know the candies would go right there, or the hearts would go right there, right? So we would have heart, 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 and then this one would be all the writing, blah, 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 and then we can write 2026 down here. There we go. And then on the back, I was thinking if they had like some cute little candies, I could like put them on the back here, you know, candy, candy, 3 candies, you know, gotta have 3. One for each hand, and then one and then an extra one to stare at. One, you stick one in your mouth, and then you have one in each hand. That's how I do it. So on here, at some place, depending on how the candies fit on there, I can write love us, dot 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 dot. Or if the candies fit even this way, instead, I can put them on like that, and then I can put, you know, that on top or bottom. Yes, okay. Now, that's my sample. I hope I remember what the heck I was talking about when it comes to the time doing that. And this is garbage. Don't want to get rid of those. I need to get rid of those because what will happen is I will save them all. So I'm going to go ahead and go around all of these now that I know that we definitely need 6 inches. 6 inches matters for these bookmark thingamajiggers. And then I also, when I attach the candy, I'm probably going to use like little sticky dots, but I want to use my ones that aren't that great because I want them to be able to take them off and not wreck their car. But this is pretty flimsy. So it's going to be interesting to see once I glue these papers on, because sometimes that stiffens it up. Sometimes not enough, but sometimes enough. It's just simple. All right, I'll be right back when I get all these done. All right, I keep turning my camera off and on because this is kind of time consuming, so forgive me if I don't have the same voice tone or I have no idea where I left off and picked back up. But I did get 5 of them glued down, and I like this, and it actually does give it a little bit more stability. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I mean, gosh, I don't know why I'm so worried about a bookmark. How many times have I been at a restaurant and I grabbed a napkin to use as a bookmark? It worked, and we know other people did it because we find those in old books all the time, don't we? Let's see. So I think that's what I'm going to do there, and then after I get them all done, all glued onto their thing, then I will, I'll divvy them up into family groups, and then I'll do the writing on them. And that's normally how I do it. So I can, like I said, I can get 4 different ones in there. So all I'm doing is, just so if you wanted to see how I was figuring out how to glue them on there. At first, I was like, I got kind of crazy. I was like, oh no, they're going to be in different spots. But you know what? It's okay. It is okay. The kids really don't care how this turns out. I'm going to, if they end up touching, they end up touching. That's not the end of the world. So let's grab another pile here and see. So the only thing I did, really, is I laid them out to see where I want them. So like I don't want these 2 together and these 2 together, so I will just flop these. And I also realized I don't want the red one at the bottom because the paper's red, even though it's not the same color red. I want that to be a little bit different. So maybe like that, and then I'll go from the bottom to the top and pick either a pink or a green one, which I don't know how long that strategy is gonna last because I think I don't know how many I have of the colors. At some point, a red one's going to have to take place, and which means I need one without red in there, but I think I have the 4 colors. I think red's always going to be in there. Oh well. It's not going to be a big deal if the red's at the bottom. Okay. See? Still, even when I think I know what I'm doing, I really don't know what I'm doing. Goodness gracious. So, let's see. But I think these would be cute, you know, just to make up. Like, I think this is a great way also to use up scraps. If you think about it, like just making all these this size and different sizes, and then just laying, like taking your punches maybe, or scrapbook paper if you have scrapbook paper like this where you can cut a bunch of pieces out. What a great little crafty moment to have, just to get a few of these things done and then put into your stash. And I say that as if I'm going to do that, and I might eventually, but for right now, I'm only going to do this because, I'm just kidding. Because I'm cleaning, I'm downsizing everything. So if I make stuff right now, I'm just going to be getting rid of it, and I don't have time to do that because I already have so much stuff that I have to get rid of. So I'm going to work through that first. All right, so I'm gonna pick a green one, I think, for this one and put it down in there. Up in there, down in there. I might just follow suit with that and just use the top one as the middle piece. For me, I need something, I need like a rhythm and a style. I need something to kind of keep me in check. So what I did is I just took my first one. Oh my gosh, my fingers are like hitting everything. I put the top one on, and I just want to get glue all over this entire heart. I am using my cheap glue here. It's not, I mean, no glue, but no glue is like 100% cheap, but I don't think anymore. But one of my cheaper glue sticks. I have a whole bunch of these, and so, and like I said, like I make these things for the kids every year, and I've been doing it for years, and I'll continue to do it for as long as I can do it. And I do it until they're 18 and graduated, and then they move off my they rotate out. they have to rotate out because, you know, there's just only so much I can do. And then I just took the other two, and then when I was doing that first one, I was like, I don't know, am I gonna have too much space in the middle, not enough space in the middle? And then I decided, you know what, if they end up touching, they end up touching, so that's fine. I'm gonna go with it. At this point, I'm even looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't know that I'm gonna sew them. I don't know that I'm gonna even draw a line. I mean, maybe. I'll do one on mine. I don't know. I think I have enough. I definitely have enough to make one extra for me. I like to keep one extra for me as a memory sake. But if I get 2 extra ones, I don't think I'm going to. Well, I might get 2 extra ones, but they won't be like identical to what I'm doing. I might draw the line to see if I like it. So then we'll get this one in there. Well, okay. This one just wanted to stay with me. Okay, and then we'll get this one on here in the middle. And I'm just not worrying about where they're exactly where they are, the spaces in between. And I think I'm doing it pretty good. There we go. Now I have 2 done. 2 done, 27 to go for the kids. And then my plan is to get these all done and then go across the border, grab the candy, come back, and then package everything up and ship it out. And I'm gonna buy just a little extra candy for myself because I know I'm gonna get into it no matter what. So I might as well just save the kids' candy for them, get myself a little piece, which I know I need to stop eating the candy because I think it's really bad for the pain. Well, I know it is, but it's so hard. It's so hard. Candy loves me. Well, I mean, I love candy. Anyways, so I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I will catch back up to you because I think this is going to be kind of boring to watch me just glue hearts on here. Don't you think? All right, I'll be back in a little bit, friends. Okay, I had to get it a little clean up here. I kept smushing my hearts everywhere. I got all of these glued down on these 4 setups. So I've got 16, and now I need to, and I just have the 4 of one of each of them here to show me what I have, and I need to make 15 more. So I think what I'm going to do this time is, how many of these do I have? So I have 1, 2, I like to count. Have you guys noticed that? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 right there. I'm not going to put them in more than 1, so let me see if I can do this. There's 10, like that. And then I have 11, 12. So I can get 12 of them right here. Whoops, 12, 13, and 14. And, oh, that's what I needed is 14 because I have 16 made. And I'm going to make at least 30. Let's see. And then these ones. So this one and this one have these flowers. So those ones don't even matter. These ones matter right here. Do you see what I'm saying? So this one has that. So let's do, I have a lot of these. So we're gonna go 5 of those for sure. And then I guess I can kind of go on there a little bit. I'm gonna have to. Maybe like that and like that. And then I have the checker checker one, which is right here. So I'll just take that one out of the mix, and then I don't have to worry about that for that one. We'll focus on this one. I don't want it to match identical, so I already have 2, which means I don't want to use the heart on these if possible. So let's do, we'll do 3 of them with the green, and that brought that one back in. Sort of, not really, right? Because I have my blue one is this one, so that one's still not going to match no matter what. And now this one's not going to match no matter what, so I can drop in 2 pink ones. Let's do some polka dots to break all that madness up for these ones. So those ones are done. We'll squish them. And then this one right here, we can do the same thing. I can do 3 of those ones. And then the same thing right here. There. Okay, squish, squishy, squish. Now I have to move them over here. All right, I have these ones right here. So this one has to come, this one will not be in there still because I have the little blue ones right there. So that's good. And then maybe I'll throw in the pink ones on this one for that, and that's okay. You know what, I'm thinking, whoa. Settle down. There's like a thick one. Let's do the thick ones because there's 2 different kinds in here if I find them. Stop it. I'm getting too crazy. I'm getting crazy again. You guys, somebody stop me. So, I'm just gonna put this one right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. And now I need a green one, but then I'm stuck. I'm not really stuck. I have these ones right here. So it's okay that they're all kind of florally. It's Valentine's Day. Goodness gracious, I don't think the kids are going to care. I'm being like super crazy about it. See, I didn't want to put these ones in there, but I could have. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna. To break it up, I want some of the busy. See, I want something that's busy in there. That's my thing. I don't want it to be all like swirly. I want something a pattern that's a little bit on the busier side. There we go. All right. And it doesn't match either one of those. So that's good. Now I have another set. Okay, now I have these ones right here. I think I can do it. I have how many? 6 left to make. 6 to do. To do. Let's put these pink ones on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Except I'm going to take 3 of them off. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take 3 of them off. I'm going to put these 3 pink ones here. Let's see if I can I want to like to use these ones up. I've used a lot of these swirly ones in there, so maybe we'll use those too. There, let's do that. And actually, let's use this little pink. I know I've used these ones too, but you know, I do love those dots. We have these for backup in case I have to switch anything out for pattern. Does that make sense? That makes sense. That does make sense. All right. So these 2 blue ones have to go here because I can't put the checkered blue ones there, but I can put a checkered blue one there, and I could put a green swirl there, and so my pink polka dots are going to come off. I'll show you why I think I have to do that. I'm going to put a pink swirl back. There. So that one's going to be pink swirl. That green swirl is going to come off. This green one's going to go on. And then this red polka dot. Whoops. Oh, I already have red. What am I doing? What was I thinking? Who's helping me? I can do one of these blue checkers. Goodness gracious. And if that matches another one, at this point, I think I'm good. I don't have to really worry too much about that. All right, green polka dots. This needs polka dots. Let's see. These ones can get the green swirls. And I need blue, so I can go blue checkers on these. Okay, and then this one is looking for a green one, and we can do this green swirl there. Oh my gosh, did I do it? I did it. There should be 4 of each one that I made. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I do. I have 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 30. I need 29 for the kids, 1 for me, and then whatever's left over. That will work. So now I'm going to grab my little pink hearts, my plain hearts here, and put them where they must go. We have 1 red left. Oh my gosh, I think I have enough. And then I will squash them in a pile again. So, and what I did on the other ones, and I kind of like that. I just have to, I mean, this could be like an OCD thing for me. I don't know. But I do like that I have a plan of action of where I'm going to put my hearts. So let's see. Let's take this one and this one. And we'll put the green on this one. And then we're going to put the green on this one. And then I don't think any of these, I don't think it matters anymore. It just doesn't matter. Okay. And then mostly I'm looking at, which I don't think I paid much attention on this, what's going to be on the top and the bottom. And I honestly think I like the blue on the top and the bottom like that. So maybe I'll put a blue one on that one. I like the polka dots for the top, so the pink, or the bottom. I did do either pink top or bottom for the solid color, so anywhere that lands, that'll be fine. But I know these, I need to keep these over here because these are specific. I made 4, and I want to make sure I have enough, like 4 of a specific design. I'm laughing because I know it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And the kids are not going to care. But unfortunately, they are not the ones making them. I am, and I'm insane. I'm just a little insane. That is the method to my madness most of the time. Sorry for the ones who think that's crazy, and you're welcome for the ones who enjoy the ride of insanity. All right, so I'm going to get to gluing on these, I guess. So what I'm going to do is, maybe I will do these ones first since they are in like a set, and I know it. So I have one more full set. This one's kind of a set with a different color in the middle. Whoops. Same there, and same there. Actually, though, I could... Are those all the same? Look at me. I just can't make up my mind. I can change that out, put that there, put the blue there, and then I legit have 2 more sets like I wanted to in the beginning. Okay, and these ones are not matching sets. Whoops. Technically, they're not matching sets. I'm going to put them over there, out of the way. Out of the way. Hopefully, they're out of the way. Okay, then... what I do is I set them up in the way I want them. I know pink's going to go in the middle, so this pink has to be on the top or on the bottom. And do I like it like that? I don't. Do I like it with the blue and the pink and the green and the red? I do. That's fine. Okay. I don't mind that. That works for me. So I'll do that one first, and then this is the method of my madness. And then I just set these all up in their line like this. And this is another reason why I know it takes me a minute to figure it out, but once I figure out what I'm doing, then it's good because then I have a plan, a legit plan of action. I'm missing somebody. Somebody went AWOL. All right. I probably pulled it out of the stack when I was doing all that nonsense. Let's see. Somebody has an extra, but I don't know who it is. Oh, maybe they don't. Maybe I really like stole it on accident. I'm going to find, I might just be down another one. Did you guys see what happened to it? It might be here somewhere. Oh, well. we'll figure it out in a minute. I'm going to still this one from here. And then when we get to the other ones, hopefully it turns up. Otherwise, I really did just miscount all those. Okay, and then I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for me, I have to do one full one. And then I can move on to doing the rest. So let me put this down here. Whoops, this one right here. Okay. And we'll just get to going on this. I'm watching a sale right now, a live sale, and I've already purchased a couple of things, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did it. Couldn't help myself. And but now I have to get the minimum, because a lot of the sales, they require a minimum, and I think a lot of people do that because and I've experienced it too, so I get it, but they do require that you spend a minimum of a certain dollar amount. And the reason, I believe, is because it's not just because of the shipping is going to be, you got to take into consideration you're going to be paying shipping. But it's a lot of people, when they see their dollar amount, like say you only got in and you were there, maybe you're like me and you're like in and out of the sale because you have to do other things, or maybe your lag is bad. It could be anything, right? It could be lots of things. But say you get the invoice and it says, like, oh my gosh, your purchase was like $9, but your shipping is going to be, because of where you live, you can't control that. It doesn't always just go based on weight. There's a base, and then it goes by weight and size. Anyways, and your shipping is going to be almost the same amount or more. Sometimes it's even more. And so they're like, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to pass because I can't see spending that much money on shipping. I can't see spending that much money on something when the shipping is that much. And I thought, and I've had that happen to me, and I thought, I was kind of bummed out. I thought, geez, like, I wish the person just didn't purchase in the sale. Because I can't control that on that end, which I know they can't. So I think that's why they put the minimums in there. So now I'm watching this and I'm trying to get my minimum in, but I really don't know what she's going to be selling. And I'm trying to make stuff and create content, so I can't just be on there watching. So I'm just kind of watching in the background, hoping that when I see something pop up, I can just grab that. And so I think right now I'm only at 5, 6, 7. I'm only at $9, and I think they do have a minimum of that you must spend at least, I think it's $20 or $25. So what do you do? What do you do if they're not selling anything else that you want on there? Do you just buy stuff that you don't want? I mean, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I guess I could just stop being a bad girl. Just stop being bad. This lady actually always has stuff that I like. It's just a matter of what time I got on the sale and what she's selling now. And looks like she's doing offer ups right now, and I don't want to do offer ups in the chat because I can't manage with my gluey fingers, I can't manage it. We also, I don't know, you might already know this, but we also just got Starlink, and Jason set it up. And I know it can be, like with weather, sometimes weather conditions can slow it down a little bit. But I think for the most part, it's supposed to be really much better in our area. And I'm hoping so. I feel like the lag is really bad. I think I have a worse lag than I did before. And so that's unfortunate. We still have our Spectrum. We haven't canceled it. We decided we're going to wait a whole month and until I do my next sale video, which my next sale is February 26th. So it's a Thursday. It's February 26th. And we're going to see. And then it'll be streamed through Madeline Day at Designs channel. So I don't know if there's a way where she can like save it. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know if it depends on what kind of version you have of it. But if not, you can always see it on her live. I don't know that people actually go back to the lives and shop from it. I've never experienced that, so I'm not too like concerned about stuff like that. I'm gonna take the bottom one, and anyways, so it's going to be streamed through Madeline Day at Designs. Maddie's going to mod for me again. That's so awesome. At this point in time, I mean, life happens, friends. So I know there's sicknesses going around, and I know that she's experiencing crazy weather. So we'll see. But as of today's date of me making this video, which today it is February, what is it? February 3rd, I think, right now. Today is February 3rd. You'll be watching this probably a week or two after the fact. I'm stacking up my videos. I'm trying to get everything done, and I'm trying to stay ahead of the game so I can get all the things done. I have to have all my kids stuff done, and I have to have all my taxes done. I have to have the leases built that I'm doing. We went to the estate planning lawyer, and we're creating LLCs. So like, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of paperwork, a lot of book work, a lot of things. And and those are my main focuses. And then I committed to doing a couple of things with Hazel. One of them is going to be an interview, and there's another thing I'm committed to. I'll talk about that later. I might have already talked about it here, but I will definitely be talking about that later. I'm waiting for more information and instructions. Which part of me was like, seriously, Sandra, you're going to take on one more thing? But I thought, honestly, what it is something I already do anyway. So it's going to do a couple of things for me. It's going to I'll do something I already am going to do. I still need to create content, even with all the crazy busy stuff. So it'll give me my content also, you know? It's just one of those kind of things. It's just, I've never joined in on an actual collab that I know of. I don't think I have. I mean, if I did, I probably didn't realize I was on a collab, and therefore I probably didn't post the stuff right the way I was supposed to. I mean, I think the blind bag challenge that Tracy, aka Nanner Banana, did, I think that was a collab kind of a thing, but it was, you know, if you want to, it wasn't like you know, here's all the names to all the people that are doing it, and so you move forward on that. Like, it wasn't like that. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot why I was talking about what I was talking about. So, but I have to check. I sent our, we went and met with the estate lawyer, and she said, pick the 2 names, and then she will move forward from there, the estate lawyer, for the LLCs. And then, so from there, I have to go. It's so silly because I just switched banks for one of our things that we do. Just literally switched banks, and I put everything in an account. Now, with these LLCs that we're creating, one of those accounts needs to be, I don't think you can change it over. As far as I know, from my days of working in the bank, you cannot just change a consumer account to a business account. And so, and I have to have the business account because it's going to have, you know, the EIN and the UBI and all the letters and numbers and things like that. So I will have to actually close it and reopen a new account, which kind of is a bummer. So if it was just one, you know, business, well, I don't even think you can do that with business. I don't know, but I know in consumer accounts you can just like transfer. Well, at least at some banks. Oh, I got a hair. I don't want a hair on there. You can just go in and change it. So like if you're, whatever the account is, because you know at the bank there's like different accounts that do different things. They have different fees. They have different fee waivers, all of the different things. And so you would just go in and say, yeah, I want to change from, you know, ABC checking account to XYZ checking account. And they just go in there and they just plug it in. I mean, there's more to it than that, but it's pretty simple. But when it's a consumer account over to a business account, it's not that. You can't switch from consumer to business because they're built differently. And you have to put your Secretary of State stuff, all the things. You got to put all the things. And with the business account, you got to take your paperwork in with you too. You got to take all your documents and show the proof of business. A couple things. Some things, I don't know if they still can. They could look up on the internet themselves, but you still have to take in some documentation. And there's a lot of signing. Anyways, did you guys want to know all that? Or did you already know all that? So there's a to-do. It's a to-do. So I have a lot of to-do stuff like that I have to have brain power for. And so I'm trying to stay ahead of the game so that I can just focus on those things. Because I'll tell you, once I do that, you know, like my brain power, when I'm using it, when I use it up. So I'm down for that day. I'll get that done, and then I don't want to do anything else but eat ice cream, which I need to stop doing that too. So there we go. I got four more done. Whoop-de-woo. All right, you guys. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of these on my own. And then once I get, look, I got smudgies there, like serious smudges. I think I'm going to do the rest of these on my own, because I think this video is probably really long and it's kind of boring. But, you know, I'm a good crafting buddy, if nothing else, right? Hopefully you got some good giggles. All right, friends, what do you think? I like them. I think they're going to be fun. And I thought about putting a tassel on them, but I honestly don't know. I think I'm just going to leave them as is and just put them in a little thing. We'll see. We'll see. I'll show you what they look like when they're all done with the candy before I send them off. At least mine anyways. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy all your moments. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.